Yo, yo, yo! Happy Monday!
Happy Monday!
We're together. Yay! She's finally stopped doing 50th celebrations long enough to do some work.
For a couple of days.
Just for a couple of days.
Just for a couple of days.
And then we've got a girls' weekend away. Woo! Woo! Very excited. Me, Cheryl, and the girls, Lisa and Rachel, haven't been away since this time last year, which is not acceptable. Around the same time, well, at that trip, we got these cups. So very excited. So this is the girls that we're going away with at the weekend. So tell me, how are you? Drop us an emoji. Tell us how you're feeling. What's the word about how you're feeling? We've got some amazing stuff to share with you today. Hey, Lisa. It's lovely to meet you too. There's our cat. Yo, yo, have you got your cuppers? Sit down, take 5 minutes. It's Monday. Let's ease you into the week with a little bit of real talk, a little bit of bad language, and hopefully Jane, if she comes back. So we had Jane on with us to talk to you, who we love, and she's having a bad signal day and has unfortunately dropped off, but hopefully she'll be back. But if not, we'll get her on another time. We'll share a little bit about a story today.
It's like we're famous.
No, honestly, not so much. Although it is nice. Cheryl and I were in London the other week and we were having a wee at an event, and this lady was like, "Oh my God, it's you who wrote the book," and like give Cheryl a lovely big hug. And then I came out the toilet and she went to hug me. I was like, "Let's do hands first and then we can hug." But she'd bought our book and was reading it on the plane on the way over to the same event in London. So it was absolutely amazing to see her. It was like so exciting.
Couldn't get over it, could she?
Couldn't get over it.
I can't believe I'm on the flight reading your book, and you're here in front of her. She was crying. She was like, "Oh my goodness!"
And we're real. We are real, and we like to keep it real with you. So today we are very excited.
She's back. She's back.
She'll be back. Yes, Jane in the house. Whether or not she's got. Hello. How are you doing?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Excellent. I can hear you as well. So hopefully we've got a stable signal to do something with.
This is amazing. Yeah, well, we were just chewing the fat. We were just like entertaining them with a few tales while we were waiting for you to try and dial back in. But we're glad that you're here now. Out and about, working. You're in a busy Monday, aren't you? And you've made some time to come and join us.
I have had a busy Monday, and my customer overran, so it's all a bit fraught. And it was, will I be here for 12? Will it work? I'm sat outside of Costa's in the car park. You know, as I said, it's a glamorous lifestyle I have.
You look lovely in brown, and like you do. And there's a reason, isn't it? It's because you're always gallivanting about, going to these on holidays and gigs. Because your life is very different now to how it was when we started working with you a little while ago, isn't it?
And I'm only getting every other word, Donna. We're only dreadful.
Tell the girls just how different your life is now compared to what it was like when we first met.
I think we're going to have to leave this because I just cannot hear you, I'm afraid.
Just talk.
What a disaster.
Speak. We can hear you. Speak.
Let's try again another time. We'll organise another time.
Bye. The universe just doesn't want Jane to talk today, doesn't it? She doesn't want her to talk. But it's amazing, isn't it? Because when we first met Jane, in all seriousness, a little while ago, Jane, it's okay, you can go, it's fine, we'll chat. When we met Jane a little while ago, her life was so different. She has a corporate job. She was super busy, but crazily in the grip of imposter, dealing with life scenarios and situations, as we all do. Just a lot going on. She was like, there's just such a lot going on. She was really mourning the loss of her mum. Like, she, really missed her mum. And it was, when you just have those moments in life when you just feel like everything's against you. And Jane did one of our free challenges, and she hands down says it completely changed her life. And now, I'm not going to tell you all the details because we'll get Jane back on another day and she could tell you herself, but it's amazing. She goes around with her other half, the gorgeous Rick, and she goes to all these gigs. She's constantly at a music festival. You have to follow her on her Facebook
around the country
because she's always somewhere. She's always on a holiday. She's just like, life is for living, but she feels good enough and worthy enough now to go and live that life. And this is what we're saying. Today's the first day of Self-Doubt All Out. So the first live training is tonight at 8 o'clock. So you've still got time to enroll. If you haven't already, we'll drop the link in here in a second on the comments. You've still got time to get signed up. The link's also on the banner that's going across the bottom. And it's beautiful. We've got nearly 2,000 people signed up. We've got 1,100 or 1,200 of those women already in the Facebook group, because on Facebook, that's where we're going to be streaming the training tonight. So it's super important that you get in the Facebook group, because that's the only place that you get access to us. So we're asking daily questions. We are sharing inspo. Cheryl and I have got lives in there sharing our very personal stories about our imposter syndrome journey and how we completely turned our lives around by doing the work that we're going to be teaching across this challenge completely for free. So make sure that you're in there, guys. It's so important. And at 8 o'clock UK time tonight, we're going to be live. But it's like heart-wrenching at this stage, isn't it? Seeing the women introducing themselves and the kinds of things that they're showing up for, the reasons they want to change their life.
Yeah. And sometimes when you're in that space, when you're at the start and you haven't done the work, and you're seeing all of these other women posting, and you're looking at these women having fabulous lives and seeing how being on the challenge has impacted them, you can be sitting thinking, well, it's okay for them, it's not going to work for me. You know, their story's different to mine, but this works for everyone. Like, it doesn't matter which point you're starting from. It doesn't matter what challenges that you've faced throughout your life to date, and there's some major challenges the ladies have been through. Your limiting beliefs. We all have limiting beliefs, no matter where we're starting from. We all have fear. We all get in our own way. So we can tell you, we are going to guarantee to you that this works for everyone who applies it without exception. When you've got the tools and techniques and you come along and you go all in on the training and you do the work, it will work. You are going to feel so much different on Thursday than you do right now, because the women who it's worked for aren't magic. We're all unicorns. We don't have any magic powers. It doesn't work for some and work for others. It works for every woman who puts the work in and applies the tools and techniques. Everyone.
Drop us like a little emoji if that sounds good. Like, if you want a piece of that, we really want to know. And Nadia did Self-Doubt All Out last year with us. Was it last year, Nadia? And
it was January.
And I love, she says, like, I remember entering the group, I thought it was September. Anyway, with a group of strangers and leaving with soul sisters. And a lady posted last night on she left comments, I think it was on the live that I did, saying, and all of a sudden, and just like that, I don't feel alone anymore. And that literally gave me chills into my soul. I'm at procrastination level 256, drowning in self-doubt professionally, that is. And this is what some of the guys are saying, like, professionally, I'm crippled in my relationships, with my relationship with my body, with my time, with money. There's so many different ways that it shows up for you, but actually what we'll teach you on day one is there'll be lots of ways that it's impacting you that you're not even conscious of yet. And this is really bloody dangerous, because when we're not conscious of it, how do we then change it? So tonight we're going to be getting super, super conscious about the areas in which we are sabotaging. Oh, we love you guys. We love you. And Jill saying, yes, it does work for everyone. When I met you earlier this year, I had what I thought was a ridiculous idea that I want to be a writer. I couldn't even say it out loud. She was like, I want to be a writer. Like, it sounds ridiculous. And we're like, nothing sounds like, there's nothing you can say to us. Like, by universal law, when you declare something, you start creating it into existence. And Jill did that and got paid writing work, literally almost immediately, guys. This stuff works, and it works fast.
You couldn't write it because Jill did Self-Doubt All Out, and then she came to our in-person event that we ran in Manchester a couple of months later. And on that day, while she was surrounded by a soul sisters and unicorns, got an email or a message through for our first paid writing gig. In the January, she didn't even know that that's what she wanted to do, because she didn't dare say it.
the universe is amazing and give you hope. And this is what we want to do, because Cheryl and I weren't necessarily even planning on doing this. We weren't 100% sure if we were even going to do Self-Doubt All Out. We did it in January earlier this year. And it takes a lot of work for us and the team. 2,000 people are signed up. That's a lot of work, and it's free. But we feel in our soul like right now we need the inspiration. Like we need to be around our unicorns, and we know the unicorns need to come together, because we're out there. There's all this shit and depressive stuff, crap in the news telling you it's not possible and it's a bad time for this and everything's expensive. And it's like, it's not the case. Like people are still doing well and they're still thriving. And just in general, this inspiration that you feel. I mean, for the girls in the group, you can feel the energy already, can't you? Give me a hell yes. Because the private group that you go into in Facebook, oh God, it's just magical hearing and seeing women showing up for themselves, saying like, yes, I'm ready for more, and yes, I'm ready to do the inner work. Like no matter what that looks like, it's scary and it's brave and it's beautiful.
And the thing is, we're all living in a world at the moment where there is lots of fear outside of ourselves, but the power is in being able to choose how you respond to it, to choose how you think and choose what you believe. We have all of the resources within us, with a little bit of help from the universe, to be able to create whatever we want to create, despite what's happened externally. We trebled our business in the first year of COVID. So, if we believe what external things are told to us, we then form beliefs about ourselves and our ability. When we start to rely more on the real us and tap into our intuition and our inner knowing, we can create whatever we want to create.
Anything. And like Nadia says, can barely remember what day it is, but life is very much before Self-Doubt to All Out and after Self-Doubt to All Out, because this is the first day of the rest of your life. For those of you doing the training, we'll say this again tonight, it's the first day of the rest of your life. Everything changes once you have these tools, and we believe everybody should have these tools. That's why we do this work. Jill's in hospital this week. I've done nothing but tell everyone I'm a writer, and there's lots of writing material available in hospital. I love that. I'm so glad I rejoined social media and came across you. I'm so glad you did too, Amy. I love it. Yes, the inner unicorn, let her out. She's in there and she's ready to romp around in the field of unicorns, which is what this week is all about. Embrace it, embrace it, embrace it. I choose freedom too. I choose freedom, Lisa.
I love it.
And I mean, just yesterday we had a message. Cheryl and I had this beautiful message from a client who worked with us, who found us in a free challenge. She actually just did a masterclass with us, and then she's gone on to work with us. She's in the Real You program, so you guys will get to meet her. And she's just amazing. And yesterday, this weekend, she has moved into her dream home. And Bex will tell you all about this, but she was messaging saying like 2 years ago, I didn't believe this was possible. Literally, my life has transformed. She's got this incredible career, which has just gone stratospheric with the level of confidence she's now got in herself and knowing how to handle inner critic. And then she's having this beautiful business flourish on the side of it, helping people to coach people in their careers. And her life, like literally, she said her life is unrecognizable. This is what this work does. And that was from like a masterclass. Okay. So there's so much more that's available to you. You legend. Mm-hmm. These ladies are all in the Real You program. This is the beauty of it. Like they all cheer each other on, and they're all going to be in. So we're all in. Self-Doubt to All Out. Cheryl and I are all in for you. But let me be clear. This is the last one of this year. Some people have said things like, "But I'm busy on Tuesday night," or "I can't make." That's fine. When you register, you'll get to see have access to the replays for a period of time. But the most important thing is that you really choose how you're going to show up and you get involved, because we don't just do these things every week. There's other things we could be doing. We're doing it because we feel like now is the right time to do it. And we want you to clear the decks as much as you possibly can and get involved. It's an hour a day and you'll have a little bit of soul work to do on the night or on the morning.
A couple of the women who've left videos are like, this is my second time round and I turned up last time and I didn't speak and I didn't get involved and I regretted it afterwards. So now I'm coming back again to redo it. So get involved. Get involved from the off.
From the off.
Because remember, everyone who's in the challenge has imposter syndrome. Everyone has an inner critic. Everyone has self-doubt. Like that's why you're all there. So when we're sitting looking at others thinking, oh no, this, that and the other, blah, 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 and comparing ourselves, everyone's comparing each other. So just get involved.
Everyone. We are going to teach you the exact tools that you need. Dig yourself out from wherever you are now and take your confidence up several notches, more notches than right now you can believe. And we'll be measuring it, okay? And it's quantifiable and you will feel the difference, but you'll only feel it if you're in it. And for Cheryl and I, this is, oh God, we just love it because we have seen now over 5,000 women go through this process and the results are just transformative. So do it. Now is your time. Now is your time. The link's below. Get signed up. Be there with us. And if you're in the group, make sure you do your introduction because we just love getting to know you. And the more we get to know you and the more all in you are, the more you'll get out of the process, like Cheryl just said. So we'll see you live tonight in the Facebook group at 8 o'clock. And let's do it.
Let's bring it on.
Last cohort of 2022. Hold on to your hats. It's going to be amazing. Oh, love you so much, guys.
Jill Cinch's house hunting in France in February.
Love it, love it, love it. Right. Mwah. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
See you tonight. Bye.